Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. So after years of refraining from buying Madden, I decided to bite the bullet this year. They added rock music to the game, which means they're back to pandering to white people, and I'm not above that, so here we are. Have you ever wondered if the Mean Machine from The Longest Yard and the Washington Sentinels from The Replacements played each other? Who would win? If you never wondered that, well, I did for you, and I made a video to find out. First, I created both teams, and then I created each player and put them on the team. I did heavy research, and I made sure their attributes were created with pinpoint accuracy. I also want to point out I couldn't spell Paul Crewe with the E at the end of his last name. I guess Madden thought it was profanity, so it's Crewe without the E. And his name was the only one with the problem, I guess, but everybody else is good to go. And I did want to point out Jamal Jackson here. In real life, he was played by Faison Love, but his avatar kind of looks like that black guy from Hawaii Five-0. Alright, enough of that. Let's get to the game. I wagered my entire life savings on the Sentinels money line.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh?
No. The last thing I need is for a lady who sounds like a teenage boy from the 90s Ninja Turtle movies to ruin my video. I can do that myself.
On EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's our visitors and our home team.
It shows the Mean Machine was 3-14 last year, but that's just because they replaced the New York Giants. And then the Washington Sentinels were 12-5 last year, but that's just because they replaced the Washington Redskins. Commanders. And we're underway. Brucey somehow got the kick all the way to the end zone and has returned terribly. And now that here he is, the man, the myth, the legend, John Wick. Negative last season. How is that possible? First play of the game is a handoff to Walter Cochran. Injuries are off. I think I should point that out. So his knee isn't going to explode like it did in the movie. First down. Woohoo! Was that a touchdown? They're wearing the number 4, and there is no number 4. But there is a number 16, and he completes his first pass to a replacement's replacement. And then Cochran with another 10-yard pickup. I'm sure he's used to splitting wide open gaps because he's black. And then they just feed him again. And he's out here trucking dudes. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Oh, what is you, blind? I'm deaf. And then we have another handoff. Joey Battle, aka Goldberg, putting a stop to that one. Doing his best impression of America. Just can't let a black man succeed now, can ya? And then on a 3rd and short, he throws it to another unknown, boring player who makes a nice gain. He needs to start throwing it to Clifford Franklin. And then Cochran is stuffed by Mr. I broke my nose. He's actually a really good edge rusher, despite having the whitest last name I've ever seen. Oh, man, put number 1 in. There is no number 1. And then on 3rd and 9, Falco throws it to the deaf guy. He almost got it in. I guess he couldn't hear the end zone. And then once again, Cochran is denied his freedom and stopped at the line. 2nd and goal, toss it up to Clifford Franklin. No. Who is this fucking guy? Now we've got our first look at Nigel Gruff. He's smoking a cigarette, and if you look very close, you can see the smoke coming from his helmet. And he nails it, of course. He gets to live. If he missed it, those English guys would have killed him. Gene Hackman is very excited about that. Not to be confused with Hugh Jackman. Gene Hackman. La-hoo-hoo! Now we get our first look at Paul Crewe without the E. He did a little bit better than Shane Falco last year, not throwing a -1 touchdown. Let's see how the Mean Machine responds. And their first play is a handoff to Meggett, which sounds like a slur to say, but
He's fast. He's really, really fast. I mean, he's so fast. He makes fast people look not fast.
I got it. He's fast.
He is pretty fast, but he also raps like you wouldn't believe. You could find me in St. Louis rolling on top of something like a Cocoa Puffs. Adam Sandler throws a dart to nobody. And on a 2nd and 10, he hands it back off to Nelly. And he starts off well, and it looks like he gets sniped from the stands. And then Adam Sandler picks up the 3rd down by throwing it to Deacon Moss. At least somebody can target their stars. Yeah, can't hold me. I never touched that lady. If you can notice here, I have Big Ass Turley there as the fullback. He's 100% a terrorist. But we have a nice pitch out here that gets absolutely shut down by the ICE agent Bateman. And then we got a nice replay here showing the arrest. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Ain't picking up there. So there was a boring punt, and now Shane Falco has a chance to go up 14-0 in the first quarter. How big? How demure. Oh, and then Clifford Franklin, holy shit. He got absolutely popped by white guy last name and fumbled the ball.
I thought I had it, and then the ball. Hey, sorry, shut up. Give me the sticker right here.
But what a maggot, what a move. Really shook that boy out of his shoes. So Paul Crewe and company were able to avoid disaster, and let's see if he's able to come tie it up. So it looks like they're going to run a play fake. Paul Crewe. Cheeseburger Eddie gets popped by Ray Smith, who fucking fumbles the ball. Oh my God. And now Ray Smith, he could very easily be on the other side here. On account of he was a convict in the movie. And I did some research, and Ray Smith, a.k.a. Earl Wilkinson, he's also doing life in prison in real life. And I don't want to go into the details, but sometimes art imitates life. Dark. But Shane Falco gets another opportunity here to go up 14-0. See if they can take advantage of it this time. He picks up a nice gain here by throwing it to not Clifford Franklin. And that's the end of the first quarter. Here's a couple first quarter highlights. Franklin getting doinked, but it doesn't show the fumble. I don't know. And it shows this guy dancing. Great stuff. And then to start off the first quarter, we have a handoff to Cochran, who gets completely pummeled by Tony. I think that's Joey Diaz. Every team needs an Italian. I don't even know if he's Italian, but the white guy last name was also in it.
I think I made him shit himself.
So now the replacements has a 2nd and long, and they do a screen pass to Cochran, who instead of turning it upfield, he does weird Madden stuff. So now it's still 3rd and 4, and Falco, he throws it to not Clifford, and it's picked off by the mean machine smoker, Lobo Torres. Fun fact, he doesn't have a first name in the movie, so I just use his actor's first name. I typically wouldn't have blamed Falco for this because the wide receiver should have caught it, but he didn't throw it to Clifford Franklin. He was throwing it to guys who can't catch. I put everybody's attributes at like 60 besides the main characters, so I don't know why he's throwing it to anybody else. He deserves it. So they blew another opportunity to go up 14-0. So now the Mean Machine gets a chance, and they go to Meggett. Look at him go! Oh my God, he's fast. And then he just runs out of bounds. But he was getting trailed by the ICE agent and the replacements convict, so he must have got spooked. Then Adam Sandler drops back. Look at this. The AI does know how to go deep. Oh my Jesus, got rocked. Ray Smith, he doesn't play around. He murders. And Happy Gilmore drops back for another pass. It's an outlet to Nelly. Ray Smith is on the other end of a beating this time, and Nelly just shakes another defender out of his shoes. Tell you what, Nelly's got some moves. He kind of reminds me of that other black guy. All of them. And then Billy Madison completes another pass here to who the fuck knows who. And then we got a delayed handoff to Nelly, and he gets completely demoralized by Ray Smith. Tell you what, if he didn't go to jail, he'd have a nice career ahead of him. Kind of reminds me of... never mind. And Adam Sandler takes off, and he's running as fast as he can in slow motion. He is white. There it really shows the difference. But I tell you, he's got a motor on him. And then he throws a dot, and Ray Smith just out here catching bodies. Would you expect any less? Not me. And then Sonny Koufax takes a big sack to bring up 4th down, and he's wobbling. Yeah, let's do this weird finger point thing. Everybody's gonna think we're so cool. So the Mean Machine has to settle for a field goal, and Brucey nails it. I put his kicking accuracy and power way down, and it still seems like it doesn't matter. He's got the leg of a Spaniard. But Ray Smith has a bruising return. And now let's see if Shane Falco can make up for that interception. Throw it to Clifford Franklin. Then he hands off to Walter Cochran, who catches some bodies himself, which isn't very godly of him. He's a preacher in the movie. He gets his number called again, and man, he just runs with the fury of God, smiting those who stand before him and condemning them to years of torment, a punishment sent from above for all the deeds. Oh my, Joey Battle just destroyed him. And it was a fumble, recovered by the Mean Machine. So far, the Washington Sentinels have been very good at turning the ball over. But here's a nice little replay, and there's already a protest outside the stadium saying, "Justice for Cochran." But here's a nice little opportunity for Paul Crewe and Crewe to take the lead going into halftime. Nelly sings "Here Comes the Boom" as he dishes out punishment to Ray Smith of all people. Now the Mean Machine is in good shape to either take the lead or tie it up going into halftime. And then Nelly flexes on the replacements a little bit, showing his pimp juice. I can't believe they scored another touchdown. Then Michael Newman drops back for another pass. It's Deacon Moss this time, see? He knows how to throw it to the stars. Take notes, Neo. And then they run an end around to old man Nate Scarborough, and Bateman, he's not having any of it. That is elderly abuse. Bateman's out here discriminating left and right. And then little Nicky drops back once again. He sees an opening. Oh my god, he's so slow. Oh, fuck. He's going to need to reach for his click remote on that one. Even Nelly's like, God damn. Zohan dropped back for another pass despite being shook up, but the pass kind of reflects he's not himself right now.
Hell, guys, we're convicts. We always go for it all. Yeah.
And the risk pays off as Maggette runs in for his first tutty. And now he's out here stomping in his Air Force Ones. Let's see if Shane Falco can come and run a 2-minute drill and score before the half. If he just needs to get the ball to Clifford Franklin. And then we've got Earl Wilkinson, a.k.a. Ray Smith, shooting up the middle here. And he's laying out more punishment. Wow. He's got a rage in him, and I just don't understand where it comes from. Cochran's having a pretty good game so far despite the fumble, but he hasn't blown up his knee yet, so win-win so far. Let's see what Ted can do. Oh, he completes a pass to the deaf guy. At least he is throwing it to at least one star. It's just, where's Clifford Franklin in this whole... There he is! But he threw him into a defender, so I don't know what type of routes he's running. And then... Can somebody tell me how this damn iPad works? Then Connor O'Neill drops back for another pass, and he throws it to a 60 overall wide receiver. All right, John Constantine's running out of time here. Takes a shot in the end. He throws it right to the Mean Machine. And if you look, guess who's not in the vicinity? Yep, that's right. No Clifford Franklin. He was targeting the 60 overalls again. So far, the replacements deserve to lose this one. As Maggie gets another run, he actually picks up a nice chunk of yards there. Now it's halftime. I tell you what, the way this game has been going, the Mean Machine should probably be up by a lot more than just 3. The replacements should also have a lot more points than just 7. And they just keep turning it over by throwing it to this guy. Here are some halftime stats with one glaring problem. 2 catches, 7 yards! So here come the Mean Machine. See if they could finally take advantage of all these mistakes from the replacements. So after nothing happened on first down, Count Dracula drops back for another pass and targets his star, Deacon Moss, with another nice gain there. So it looks like the Mean Machine are preparing for a tush push, which I'm sure happens very often in prison. So no surprises there, they picked it up very easily. Then we have some uncharacteristic goonery from Adam Sandler there. He must have taken one too many shots to the head. But it doesn't stop there. And he goes down again. So now we got a 3rd and long. Let's see if Nick Spitz can pick it up. Nope, he can't. Let's see if Johnny Utah and company can take advantage of not being taken advantage of. It's a nice outlet pass to Cochran. Look at the 3 legs on this guy. And then he does some illegal touching on the sidelines. Look at that. What do you know? Get into Clifford Franklin. He picks up an easy 10 yards. Get my man the ball. And then the replacements had a little bit of a tush push of their own. And then notice no goonery from Keanu here. He's a man of substance. Preacher gets the ball again and gets shut down by a white guy last name. Kevin Lomax has all day in the pocket. And he finally throws it downfield, but to 60 overall player. Finally gets it out to Clifford Franklin with a defender draped all over him. There we go.
You know, we really just began to, scratch the surface to the talent of Clifford Franklin. Clifford Franklin had moves even Clifford Franklin ain't seen yet.
You get the ball to Clifford Franklin and good things happen. See, capped off with a dime to the deaf guy.
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
So I guess John Wick finally figured it out. Block kick? Nigel? Those English guys are going to kill him. So let's see how Adam Sandler responds. He's still kind of walking like a goon though, so I'm not expecting much out of this drive. Then Robbie Hart with some play fakes and throws it deep to Terry Crews. Maybe he does have some juice left. First down. Now give me my McDonald's. What a good Mick route. And such a... Look at that Mick catch. I don't like myself. Then Longfellow Deeds launches it. Deacon... That's what I'm talking about right there. That is how you play the game. He just does the same dance that everybody else did. I guess Madden only has one celebration dance. But good on Paul Crewe for noticing that the defensive backs only have speed of like 70, and his star wide receivers have speed of 90 plus. Take some notes, Falco. And then Brucey nails another PAT. Looks like they're conveniently leaving out his interceptions. And then the guy from Speed throws it downfield, but why is he throwing to Clifford Franklin? I know, baby, I know. Oh my God. That might have seemed like a quick drive, and it was. And then Jim Friedman goes back to passing. It's blended. Obscure reference. Henry Roth is a little shooken up, but let's see how he responds. Oh, deja vu. Almost like he's replaying the same play over and over and over. With Drew Barrymore. And there's not much you could do with 3rd and 23, so the replacements get yet another chance. Cochran's still out here punishing the convicts, and that brings us to the 4th quarter. Nothing too exciting happened on the first couple plays, but Duke Kaboom with a nice completion to Cochran there. Oh, Joey Battle. Well, justice for Cochran is gaining more steam. And then he celebrates holding an invisible baby. Damn, God's plan. God's plan. Then Shadow Sonic really has a chance here and throws a dart to the deaf guy. I hope deaf people aren't offended by me calling him deaf guy. Let me apologize in their language. bump, 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 bump. Oops, I think I just spelled fuck you. It looks like Nigel's still alive for at least one more kick. It's crazy. The Mean Machine has had so many opportunities, and they're still down 3. But Maget with a nice run there, and it looked like he got sniped from the stands once more. Nothing really happened on the first couple plays, but Billy Madison looks like he's in some more trouble. And they, again, fail. That's a pretty good stat line right there. Doesn't show his interceptions, though. And also imagine what they would be if he would target Clifford. And then Joey Battle continues his vendetta with Cochran. Might as well add a few more years to his sentence.
That's cool, Faith. Hey, Coach, I look like I just jacked off an elephant.
Clifford Franklin. Great attitude, great desire, and the fastest son of a bitch I've ever seen.
Hey! Clifford! Twinkie!
Falco finally targets Clifford Franklin downfield. And see, good things happen when you target Clifford Franklin downfield. I guarantee they score on this drive. Go ahead, fade route, Clifford Franklin. They're going to lose. And what do you hear? Deaf guy gets another catch. At least he's getting some action. The crowd is chanting his name. But unfortunately, he'll never know. So 2 more plays happened that resulted in nothing. So, well, Nigel gets another chance to keep those English guys off his back. And Adam Sandler has a chance to win the game in a 2-minute drill. Real storybook. Almost as if it was a movie. Almost like they're from a movie. I don't know what the fuck Bateman was doing there. He was just standing beyond the line of scrimmage. Some would call that illegal immigration. So Archie Moses had a rough first down there, but it's not going to get any easier here. Brings up 3rd and 9. Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't throw it to a white guy. 4th down. This is for all the marbles. There you go. Throw it to the black guy. Another good pass. Deacon Moss. See? Threw it to your stars twice in a row and gained like 80 yards. There you go. Another McTarget to Cheeseburger Eddie. And then another target to Deacon Moss, a.k.a. Michael Irvin. He still never touched that lady. And then another target for Cheeseburger Eddie. Oh my God. See, if this is what happens when you target your stars. Shane Falco could have won this game. And Happy Gilmore gets happy feet. Oh, and he hits old man Scarborough for the tutty. Not a fumble-rooski, but it's very, very similar to the movie Absolute Cinema. Couldn't write a better script.
Easy, easy. You still alive, old man?
Never felt better in my life.
You sick bastard. Come here.
Let's see if John Wick can show his killer instinct. He's got 17 seconds left, and he goes to an outlet pass. Honestly, if they just sent Clifford Franklin on a deep fly route, he'll burn his defensive back, and they can win the game. But they decide to run it. I'm guessing Jimmy McGinty just doesn't know how to use the iPad. Here it is, for all the marbles.
You blew it!
Well, there it is, boys. The Mean Machine earned that one. And remember, criminals are people too. I just lost my entire life savings, but it's not about how much you lost. It's about the friends you made along the way. Son of a fucking motherfucker. Well, if you stayed around this long, kudos to you. Go ahead and leave a comment. Try to guess what I'm saying right here. Like, subscribe. Goodbye.
You know, we really just began to, scratch the surface to the town of the Clifford Franklin. Clifford Franklin had moves even Clifford Franklin ain't seen yet.